Hey everyone, how are you? I wanted to come on and just give you a quick update on how session 5 of my chemo went. Had the session last Wednesday, and it was uneventful. The day itself was good. Thursday, we went to a very dear friend's house, friends that feel like family, and we had a lovely 4th of July with them. I had my pump on. So, one of the first times in the last couple of years that I've been out and about with that pump on, outside of just walking the neighborhood. Um, and it's amazing what you can do with it, and carrying babies around and things. And um, uh, had such a lovely time with friends. It was a hot day, but a great day. Friday, that was Thursday, and then Friday I had my pump removed. I did in fact get the shot that I was supposed to get, which is great. So that post chemo shot that allows the white blood cell count to get boosted. And it does create some achiness in your bones because it's created out of from your bones, I believe. And so definitely had some soreness on Friday. This weekend was interesting. I started to feel that disconnect between brain and body that happens going through chemo. And I think, when you feel a side effect actually hit, it just makes everything more real. I know I had done a video a couple weeks back about it getting real and losing my hair, and I'm definitely losing more of my hair these days, but all to be expected, nothing out of the box here. And I want to just talk a little bit about the disconnect between brain and body. It kind of feels like you walk into a room and your brain thinks, oh, I can solve that problem. I don't know. I need to organize the bills, or I need to straighten the blankets, or whatever it is. There's some task at hand, and your brain clearly knows what to do with it. But then your body is so wiped out, it doesn't feel like it's in the same place. Like it feels like your body is like exhausted and can't do anything. On the flip side, there's times where it's like your body is good and your brain just feels foggy, like it doesn't feel crisp, or like, where are we going and how are we going to get there? So, the planning functions, the executive functions, those kinds of things tend to drop off a bit. And so I think Saturday was a tougher day because I really felt that on Saturday. It also was like a really, you know, heavy heat on Saturday. And it was, I went for the walk Saturday and Sunday. I don't know that you remember, but I walk every day as part of my treatment. Something my colorectal surgeon said to me 3 years ago. So I just keep that as an everyday. But I did uh, have a situation where my urinary tract, I had to have a stent put into my urinary tract in March, because it was like it had been nicked. We think maybe during surgery. We're not sure what happened, but that's a possibility, but we don't know. And it started to narrow. And if it narrows totally, then the right kidney would naturally just turn off. And we don't need to lose a perfectly functioning kidney. So we had a stent installed. And the procedure itself is a very quick one. You get knocked out and you wake up and it's done. And it's a little more sensitive and sore than you think, but I have since gotten so subsequent bleeding from that, and that is something that continues to happen. And sometimes the longer I walk, the more that gets aggravated. So I had some of that yesterday or Saturday, and then Sunday. I felt similarly a little bit better, but was able to do some work around the house, some projects, because we are in the midst of doing some work around the house. I need to kind of get the house organized in advance of, some rooms being cleaned out that are going to get work done and stuff like that. So I'm glad I made some progress, but that anxiousness, um, popped up when the brain and the body were not aligned. And I just wanted to share that part of this. And today, what occurs to me in reflection from this weekend and the last 3 or 4 days is just how powerful staying present in the moment is, because I think a big part of how I was feeling about the last couple days was that either that feeling of, oh my gosh, am I going to feel this way 3 days from now? I'm not going to be able to do much, work if my brain feels like this, or am I going to be able to do anything physically if I feel like this? So that looking ahead and anticipating the future was creating a certain level of anxiety. And then, looking back a little bit to, I've been through this before, is this better or worse kind of scenario? I would say somewhat equivalent, definitely not worse, but when you go through chemo, it is cumulative and it does slowly impact of it gets worse and worse. So, so I'm just dealing with, the adjustment to that period. And today, my best kind of wish and guidance, and direction to myself and to all of us is to stay present in the moment and remember this is all that's real. What's going to happen today at 4 o'clock, or what's going to happen Thursday at 3 or Saturday at 4, TBD. And there's only so much control we have over those things. So just trying to honor the moment today. So hopefully that message serves all of you, and sending you so much love. Thank you for the ongoing love and support. I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. We are waiting to see what the surgical oncologist will do next. But the next thing scheduled is my 6th chemo session. Let's hope it's the last, but let's see how it goes. I am working on manifesting the end of cancer. So, we'll let the universe help guide as best as possible to get us there. Thanks everyone for your love and support. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing, liking, sending all the notes and different things, and your love and honestly, just being there for me makes all the difference. So thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye.